Hey guys, Dr. Cole here, and in today's video we're talking about one of the most important things and aspects to your body's healing, which is sleep. So if you follow my channel, you may already be eating a good diet, you may be taking supplements and exercising, but the fact of the matter is that none of that is able to be used by your body in a meaningful way unless you sleep well and repair your body at night. So we're going to go over some products that I use and recommend for clients because I hear this theme over and over again in the patients that I consult with. Is that, Dr. Cole, I just don't sleep well. I feel like I'm locked in fight or flight mode. I'm always stressed. It's hard to unwind. I feel like my nerves are always wound up. And because of that, they don't sleep well at night. So if you fall into that category, if you're wired, if you're stuck in fight or flight mode, I want to go over some products today that you can take instantly to help you get a better, regenerative, restful night's sleep. So let me minimize my screen here. And look, as we go over these products, I do want to tell you, it's not only a matter of popping some pills. These will help. We use these products. I recommend them. But you also have to do your due diligence as well. If you're staying up till 2 a.m. every night and wondering, why am I not sleeping good and feeling rested, then you have to get into a better sleep schedule. Ideally, we should be in bed by 10 p.m., 9 or 10 p.m., and sleeping for about 8 hours. Excuse me. Now, your body gets into the deepest reparative REM sleep between the hours of 10 p.m. and midnight. So if you miss that time, you cannot make it up later in the night. So get into a good quality schedule. Habits are formed over the course of 3 or 4 weeks, so do this for a given time period. And then also get outside during the day. Expose your body to natural sunlight. Look at the sunrise in the morning. Don't hurt your eyes, but tell your body, okay, now it's morning time. Get outside midday. Now it's midday. At the sunset, look at the sun going down. That allows your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock, to know where it's at in space. And then also stay off electronics at night. Don't have overhead lights at night and the blue lights on our cell phones and TVs and computer screens. We use only lamps in our house after dark, so we don't have any overhead light. You want to mimic kind of like what our ancestors would have lived through. Very dark. Keep your bedroom very dark. No night lights on. So those are some tips you can do just to get into the right atmosphere and environment for being conducive for a better night's sleep. Now, if you're doing those things and it still hasn't helped, you may have some imbalances in your body that these 3 products can help. So I am going to cover this on the screen here. If you're watching this while you're driving or if you're just listening to this, there are 3 products from Standard Process and their sister company MediHerb that's called Easy MG. So we'll talk about magnesium, Easy Magnesium. Something called Mintran, and I'll talk about what that name means in a minute, and a product called Kava Forte. So I like Standard Process because they use whole food organic ingredients. Most of their plants that they use in their products are grown organically on their farm in Wisconsin. They don't use any synthetics, they don't use any fillers. All their products are whole food based, meaning when you take their products, you're actually getting the whole foods in, as well as many of their products contain organ and glandular tissues as well, which if you know me, I'm a big fan of returning back to what our ancestors have done, which is they ate animals in a nose to tail fashion, horn to hoof. They consumed the whole thing. The organs and the glandular tissues are very important in helping our body to regenerate and to function optimally. So I will have these handouts attached beneath the video that you're watching this within. Let's talk about the magnesium one first. They have this in 2 forms. I'm going to go to this page first and talk about their Easy MG. So magnesium is essential for your central nervous system function. There are a lot of different types of magnesiums out there. We have magnesium citrate that people take to help with constipation and go to the bathroom. Magnesium glycinate, magnesium malate. There's a lot of debates about which one's best. I believe that a multi-whole plant food form of magnesium is best. In fact, if we scroll down this page here, there was a study done where they had a placebo. They had 3 individual types of magnesium, magnesium threonate, bisglycinate, and citrate, and then the Easy MG multi-form of magnesium in a plant-based form, and it outperformed the synergistic blend outperformed all of the individual magnesiums. In fact, if you're watching this, you see here the magnesium citrate even took magnesium levels lower over time, because what does that do? It makes you have loose stool, it makes you go to the bathroom more, so you're actually losing more magnesium that way. So this Easy MG is used from Swiss chard, which is beet leaves, and buckwheat, two things that most of us are not eating very often, that give you a complete multi-form version of magnesium. Now, why is this important? Well, it says over 50%, and I believe it's well over 50% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. Now, this is important because magnesium is a catalyst in over 300 enzyme reactions in your body. So if you don't know, if you don't know what an enzyme catalyst is, for your body to operate normally and do basic biological or physiological functions, you need enzymes to make these things happen in your body. An enzyme is called a rate limiter. So for normal physiology to happen in your body, for normal biochemistry, enzymes, the more you have of them, it'll make these things happen more quickly, and the less of you have them, it will make them happen slowly. So it's very important to have normal enzyme functions so that we can have these the catalyst, the enzymes can make the normal physiological functions in your body happen appropriately, normally. You'll reach homeostasis that way. So magnesium is important in over 300 different enzyme reactions in your body. It's also important for protein, bone, and DNA formation, and symptoms of having low magnesium. So many people know of the cramping, right? If you have cramping, muscle twitches, muscle tremors, fatigue, muscle weakness, but also mood changes. It can play a role in how your body handles glucose, and if you get any brain fog or headaches, we'll talk about that in a minute here, it could be a sign that you're deficient in magnesium. Why? Because it's not just about the muscles. We said that magnesium plays a role in your central nervous system function. So for you to handle stress better, for you to have good brain and cognitive function, for your central nervous system to function correctly, magnesium plays a big role in all of that happening. It's one of the most abundant minerals that your body needs. So think of like iron, iodine, calcium. Magnesium is right up there and is one of the ones that we're most deficient in. Now, Standard Process makes an Easy MG, Easy Multiform Magnesium, that is, plant-based, and they have it in a capsule form here. If you take it in the tablet form, it's 6 of them per day. Or, what's very popular in our office is doing the Easy MG tear-open package that you put into a little glass of water. It has a good berry flavor to it. Instead of 6 capsules, all you'll do is tear open one of these packets each day, add it to a thing of water, a little glass of water, and you're going to get your daily amounts of magnesium requirements. So either way, whether you want the easy tear open packets or whether you take them in the tablet form, you're getting the same high quality plant-based multiform magnesium. Now, let's talk about the Mintran next. So Standard Process has a funny way of naming their products. I love the company, but that's one of the, I won't say qualms, one of the things that I get questions a lot by patients. They don't understand, what does this do? It's Mintran. So Mintran stands for mineral transport. So we need to not just take minerals and vitamins, but we actually have to have them transported to the cells in our body. Same thing for the magnesium. So the features of mineral transport, the Mintran, is that it contains mineral complexes that support your emotional balance. It supports a healthy nervous system. It helps with it's a mild calmative that helps to maintain your emotional balance. It helps to ease the effects of stress. And again, going back to the nervous system, it supports the actions of your neurotransmitters that regulate mood. Now, one of the things I like about the Mintran is it's a great source of iodine. Now, which organ in our body needs iodine? If you're thinking thyroid, you're absolutely correct. I want to read this to you for a minute here, because it's not just the thyroid, it's also your brain function, which is the lesser known, lesser talked about system in our body that really requires adequate amounts of iodine. Many of us don't live by the ocean, we're not getting seawater, and we're not eating kelp, meaning that we're also not just deficient in magnesium. Most of the people that we work with and consult with are deficient in iodine, especially like where I live in Pennsylvania. So that's because the soil is depleted in it. So you want to get a good sea salt source of iodine. You want to have a good kelp-based supplement as well. The Mintran is great for that. So let's talk about the nutrient requirements for the nervous system. Specific nutrients and phytonutrients have a direct relationship to an impact on the individual components of your central nervous system. So iodine, which is the whole food found in kelp, which is seaweed, helps your brain and surrounding membranous tissues, which are your nerves, your spinal cord. And calcium and magnesium are important for the release of neurotransmitters. So your neurotransmitters are things like dopamine, serotonin, GABA, acetylcholine, and these are cofactors for enzymes and for cellular signaling. So it says that your thyroid hormones are comprised in part by iodine atoms. If you want to have good T3, T4 levels, you need iodine for that. These things boost the rate at which your body's cells use oxygen and organic molecules to produce energy and heat. So when you have iodine, you make better thyroid hormones. These thyroid hormones help to boost your cellular function of using oxygen and producing energy and heat. The thyroid, so that means heat means you burn body fat, right? Think of that as your metabolism. The thyroid hormones directly affect the maturing and day-to-day well-being of your skeletal muscle and your central nervous system. So here's how this thing ties in here, guys. If you feel like you're not sleeping well because you're always wired, and because you're always wired, you're always tired, you're always running behind the 8-ball, and you're kind of locked in that chronic fight or flight state, well, your nervous system is suffering because your thyroid's suffering. And your thyroid's suffering because you don't have enough iodine, because we don't have it in our soil today. Many of us, like we said, don't live near the ocean. We don't bathe in salt water. We don't have the good kelp source, whole food source of iodine. So we're deficient in these things. So when you take the iodine, the Mintran here, which also doesn't just have iodine, it has the calcium, has more magnesium and sodium, it helps to transport these minerals to your cellular tissue, improve your thyroid function, which in turn helps to improve your neurotransmitter production. Those are those feel-good neurotransmitters that help you to feel happy, healthy, mentally smart, a good outlook on life, which is your dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. You'll maintain a better mood that way, as well as your thyroid function. So Mintran is the second one of this trio for better night's sleep. And then the final one, which is a big game changer, is called Kava. Kava Forte. And so this is sold by Standard Process, but it's really their sister company called MediHerb. And Kava Forte has been used by island cultures for thousands of years as a nerve tonic, meaning it helps to calm your nerves. If you're a person who's always wound up really tight, if you're always under a lot of nervous tension, if you have like fibromyalgia, if you don't sleep very well, if your muscles are always contracted and tight, Kava Forte is a nerve tonic, meaning it is a relaxant. It's going to take an overreactive sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight response, and relax that, put you into more of a rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system state. For you to get good quality sleep, you need to be in that healthy parasympathetic state. Kava Forte helps that by calming your nerves and really just relaxing your entire nervous system. So all three of these guys work synergistically. Again, the magnesium needed for multiple aspects of our physiology, but especially relaxing our muscles in our body. The Mintran helps to promote the iodine formation for better thyroid and central nervous system function. And then the Kava Forte helps to be a nerve tonic. It's going to help to relax your body's stress, fight, or flight response. So look, if you want to order these products, let me get my camera back larger here again. In fact, let me go here. If you want to order these products, in the past, prior to this past year, Standard Process only sold to licensed healthcare practitioners. However, now they have a program called Patient Direct, where if you go to the website I will link beneath here, and you enter in the code that I will have on the page for you. You'll enter it right here. You'll create your own account. It will come through on our end. We will approve your account. Then you'll be able to order directly from Standard Process. So not just these products, but you'll see me talk about other products in past and future videos about digestion and thyroid function and just various health topics, blood sugar control, inflammation. They are the primary supplement company that we use. I take many of their products every day, and it's made a big impact in my digestion in my life. So if you would like to have direct ordering access to them, just follow the link beneath this video, enter the code, you can set up your own account, and for life you'll have access to their entire product lineup where you can order these things shipped directly to your house. So I hope this was helpful. I thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.